Monsters and demons lived among us long before it was documented in history. While they lived dormant, there were always sightings of these creatures. In the 1800s, they emerged, tired of hiding and being hunted down. They wished for peace. While many countries supported them, there were still those who didn't want to share the world with them, particularly the US. Yet the president called upon the ambassador of monsters, asking for help in the Civil War. He agreed under one condition, that New York will become the home port to all monsters. And so it was granted in agreement with the president and the ambassador, beginning the wave of not only immigrants, but creatures of all kind. With the ambassador, there were 4 rulers of each creature division. Alberic, the avian prince, Uedri, lord of the sea, Randeur, the terrain king, and finally, the 4th ruler and wife to Lord Uedri, the queen of the Fae, Tallulah. With her magic, she opened a portal for all Fae to travel through Staten Island. Together, they governed New York City, and it became the first city where monsters and humans coexisted. Their goal was to bring peace and balance amongst all. Yet, tragedy struck when the Fae Queen met a violent end, and the portal was shut forever. This also followed the disappearance of the Lord of the Sea. While it was rumored he murdered his wife for political power, it was a dark day for the Fae, as the ambassador took over his position in Brooklyn. While he promised justice for the beloved queen, no progress was ever made, and the portal still remained closed. Years gone by, and those who passed never saw their Fae home again. Then, the Great War struck, or World War I for future historians. The ambassador left the country to aid, yet he never returned, leaving Brooklyn to his predecessor. It was becoming bleak for all. From stricter laws, poverty, and even violence was brewing even more. The Prohibition era, going from bad to worse for both monsters and humans. January 1920. Some say the ban was enacted due to speculations of monsters bringing evil into the world. Of course, this meant for others to be sneakier. Thus began the rise of mafias and speakeasies. And since the ban didn't affect the monsters, thanks to the Monster Civil Rights Act, they became the source of smuggling. No human law could touch them, and all they asked in return was compensation. So, what better way to access anything illegal? It was in March 1928. The weather was chilly in Brooklyn, and humans started to go missing. This is the story of how a mechanic and a singer turned the tides in New York's greatest mystery.